with the South West London derby, the 12:30 kickoff. Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. VAR, the start to the season that they've had, it could not have gone any worse. And like I said, I definitely regret being at a Premier League event in Liverpool a couple of weeks ago. Howard Webb was there, all the PGMO was there, the VAR little computer thing that they had me have a go on. And I should have just smashed
it in, bro. Why did you smash it?
And Howard Webb.
Slapped him bar leg. What, is it like having a look at what's going on?
Yeah, and I was like, get the Luis Diaz one up, then against Spurs, and they're like, oh no, we're not allowed to talk about that. I was like, this is corruption. Anyway, listen, good result for Chelsea in the derby. You always take them wins, don't you? How ugly they are. Goals from, it was Enzo with the penalty and João Pedro, another goal for him, really good header. But you have to feel for Fulham. Josh King. And scores the goal. Marco Silva slams, unbelievable VAR decision to disallow the goal. And if you watch it back, I mean, Muniz on Chalobah, it's not a foul.
It's not a foul, no.
It's not a foul. Boys, what did you think of? I mean, look, the results a clean sheet for Chelsea. It's 3 more points on the board, but that definitely doesn't tell the full story.
No way. I thought it was sort of harsh on Josh King. I think it was a well taken goal. And these things happen in football. I think football's just becoming soft now, man. It was a mistake. He span on the ball, landed on his foot. It's football. It happens. You know, you can't avoid those things. He didn't do it intentionally. And Marco Silva, he has every right to sort of be angry. You can't get those points back. You know. No. And I'm in big favour of sort of referees also having post-match interviews to just understand their understand their thought process every single week, or every single podcast, every single TV show, every single channel. We talk about VAR decisions every single day. There's no accountability.
They get to just walk away and
that's it.
Get in their cars,
drive home. And it's us fans that suffer. I know we're not on the pitch, but look, football runs right through us, you know, and every result impacts us. So 100%. So yeah, man, it's a thing, something that needs to be sort of addressed. And
Nick, the quotes coming out from Marco Silva says it's an unbelievable decision. Unbelievable. I'm not in the best mood to talk, but it was unbelievable. He likes that word. But how the goal was disallowed, harsh for him, a boy who was dreaming for this moment all of his career. Great moment for him. It should not be disallowed. I would love to explain many things. The first goal, the 8 minutes extra time, which obviously Chelsea scored in. After the first corner, it was already 9 minutes. It's time to stop the game. That is the rules. I asked the referee, and he said because we lost time. But I checked the 8 minutes. The game didn't stop. I mean, Silva also confirmed that he would not push for an official complaint to be sent to PGMOL, but did say that they expect explanations. I mean, is there anything worse than having an absolute howler go against you, and then you see it, PGMOL issue an apology? It's too late.
It's ridiculous. That's my point. It's like, if they're offering an apology, so what are you seeing that you didn't see at the time to be offering? If you're right, why are you offering an apology? And that's my thing.
Yeah, you know what? With Silva, it's quite funny because he's quite an emotional manager, isn't he? Like,
you would be.
But in general, Silva, like, is sometimes over the top. He's very Portuguese in that sense. Which, to be fair, I mean, it's who he is. Look, to be fair, I think with the disallowed Fulham goal, right? I actually think that I could genuinely though, because the thing is, he's spun, and to be fair, he has stepped on his feet. To be like, it could if that foul was given. I don't think too many people, if it was given in the moment, I don't think too many people would bat an eyelid. I think where I don't like it is where the goals happen and you're bringing it back for that. Because when VAR was brought in, we said clear and obvious, right? It was like big major mistakes. That for me is not a big major mistake. You leave that alone, in my opinion.
I'm watching it again now. I mean, the ball breaks for Fulham. The foul is just inside the halfway line.
That's what I mean.
Fulham go on and score. Great finish from Josh.
Great finish.
Poor defending from Chelsea.
Drop of the shoulder.
Poor defending. Sends the keeper the wrong way.
Even the second the penalty as well, the handball. I think it's one of those where it's like, yeah, maybe, but like, is that really where we're at? Is that what we're doing? Because then we're just going to see too much VAR influence and getting involved in areas where they don't really need to get involved.
And I'm watching the handball now as well, Qualms. I mean,
Since
his arm.
2009,
Listen, I'll show you it now.
His arm's at the elbow. Yeah.
Is there
I've
or
seen it. I
thereabouts,
watched
but
it.
he's not looking. He's not facing the ball.
I just think it's unfair. And then even a few seconds before that, the ball kind of struck João Pedro's hand.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people were saying to me in their comments when I'd done some video that another player kicked the ball against his hand, ball to hand or whatever. But for me, if you're going to give that one against Sessegnon, then you have to bring it back beforehand. I'm just disappointed in the referee because these are opportunities where obviously we know VAR, they're saying that they're not trying to re-ref the game, but they are. Behind closed doors, they more or less they are. I haven't seen a referee actually come out one time and just say, you know what, go and check the monitor, and then for him to actually have the cojones and say, you know what, fuck it, no, it's not right. That's a wrong decision. I'm going to go with the complete opposite. They always seem, as soon as they tell you to go to the monitor, 9 times out of 10, you already know what the decision's going to be. And in these kinds of games, especially with like a London derby, Fulham, they actually played decent.
Yeah.
They actually played all right. It can sway everything, and it can, you saw their body language, everything, their heads went down, especially with the goal before the end of the first half. Marco Silva and the rest of the guys, they were just like distraught because they were actually still in the game. And I think that was just more or less the nail in the coffin. And, there was a there was that little screenshot of Marco Silva just kind of just laughing to himself to say, you know what, that's it. It's going to be one of them days, isn't it?
He didn't know whether to laugh or cry.
Yeah, man, I don't blame him.
However, Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca comes out and says it was clear that Muniz fouled Chalobah in the build-up.
He has to defend his
He said,
club,
from my point of view, their player kicked our player, and the second one, it's handball. It's quite clear that it's a foul. I'm very happy in general. I was not happy with the first half. We didn't play on the ball, and we're not good enough in the duels. And then João Pedro says, listen, the referee makes his decision, so I don't have anything to say about it.
I prefer that response. Though.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm Enzo Maresca, and that's how you don't have to come out and say, oh no, I agree with it just because the decision's gone your way.
Because if it went against you,
you
just say,
that's what I mean. I just don't like it. Yeah, it's a shame because, like I said, Fulham played well, but look, at the end of the day, João Pedro is a player I really like. I know you just mentioned I've been watching him from before. Man. He's certified. He scores goals. He always, even with the header, he didn't even seem like he was gonna win it. Get up in the air, but his timing on the ball, even when you're trying to close him down as well, I always notice it's so difficult because he'll drop the shoulder and he'll spin the other way.
Nimble.
Yeah, he's very, very nimble. So yeah, he's a really good
and he
footballer.
cleared one off the line.
Cleared it off the line, so hence the reason why he's man of the match today.
I would give him man of the match for sure.
But yeah, Casado as well was a strong candidate as well.
Yeah, Enzo, that
block as well.
But
really, really good.
But for me, it's just Casado like week in, week out. He's in that category of, for me, having a conversation of sort of best DM in the league when you're talking. Rodri's obviously he's injured, so you got Gravy, but Caicedo, come on, bro. For me, right now, he's right at the top there,
bro.
He had an injury as well.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's better than alright. Anyway, let us know in the chat if you're a Chelsea fan. I can see there's a few here saying world champions, hold that.
They're doing well.
Respect Caicedo says FP. Shameless from AGT when VAR disallowed a goal for Chelsea in a cup final against Liverpool that was never offside. But we're not talking about that today. That was 3 years ago, man. Top of the league, hold that, says Tino.
But there was that, sorry to cut you as well, there was that challenge. I can't remember what season it was. Was it Aston Villa versus Bruno Fernandes? I saw a clip of it and they brought it back
game
up.
of the season.
Yeah.
And Aston Villa would have got into the Champions League.
The same thing. And obviously they brought it back. So this is where there's the inconsistency in the game. I've always said it. And I only said the only way it's going to change is if it happens to England in the World Cup or something like on the big stage. And then that's when everyone will be like, oh no, it has to change. Do you know what I mean? But it's so annoying. It's very frustrating. I mean, we're lucky as Arsenal because we've had a few from last season, which Liverpool always go on about Odegaard and whatnot. But it's just, I just wish there was more consistency throughout all of the decisions because those points for Fulham could be the difference between them staying up or being relegated.
100%.
You know what? Go on, sorry.
You don't know if that goal went in, if Chelsea would have come back and scored because they did play better in it. Chelsea were excellent in the second half.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. The consistency of these decisions just need to be spoken about, man. Like you can't just let it slide all the time.
They'll release a statement. They'll do something and hope everyone forgets about it by next week, and then international break. But I'm sure even tomorrow there'll be incidents
100%.
that we're speaking about, and we don't want to, as fans, be speaking about this week in week out. It is boring.
Game, man.
It gets to the point where there's just no more energy left to speak about it because nothing will change.